the Cat Maiden. Two fairies were debating if it was possible for a living being to change its nature. One said yes, but the other said no. To settle the dispute, the first fairy turned a cat into a maiden with her wand. She said to the second fairy, "Now let's see what happens." The fairy got the cat maiden married to a young man. After the wedding, the couple sat down for the wedding feast. "See how well she is behaving? Who could tell that yesterday she was but a cat? Surely her nature has changed," the first fairy said to the second. "Wait a minute," replied the second fairy. She let loose a mouse into the room with the flick of her wand. As soon as the bride saw this, she jumped up from her seat and started chasing the mouse. The second fairy smiled at the first and said, "See, I told you." Moral: the true nature of a person doesn't change. The Crow and the Peacocks. There was a crow who did not like his feathers. "I wish I were a peacock," he would say. "You are beautiful as you are," the other crows insisted. But he paid no attention and flew off to admire the peacocks. He saw the peacocks dancing around, flaunting their colorful tail feathers. The crow saw some peacock feathers lying on the ground. He quickly flew down and stuck those feathers on his tail. "Now I am as beautiful as a peacock," said the crow, and went to dance with the peacocks. The peacocks told him angrily, "You are not a peacock," they said. "Go away." The sad crow came back home. As he sat down alone, the other crows said, "Learn to love yourself as you are." Moral of the story: you are beautiful as you are. The Donkey and the Horse. Once there lived a washerman who owned a donkey and a horse. The washerman used the donkey to carry clothes to the pond and back. He used to ride on the horse on the trip to the pond. One day the washerman put a heavy load of clothes on the donkey's back and took him to the pond to wash them. He took the horse along with him. It was a very hot day, and Donkey felt tired soon. The donkey's back started paining. He asked the horse, "Could you please take half of the load on your back?" The horse replied impolitely, "Why should I carry your load? I will only carry our master." They continued walking, and the day got hotter. The donkey was exhausted. He could not walk on any longer and collapsed on the ground. The washerman immediately removed the load of clothes from the donkey's back. He gave the donkey some water to drink and put the load of clothes on the horse's back. The load was indeed quite heavy. The horse thought, "I should have taken half of the load when the donkey had asked my help." He realized his mistake. Moral of the story: always always be friendly to others and help them. The Fox and the Goat. One day, a fox fell into a well. He tried, but he was unable to get out. A thirsty goat came to the well and saw the fox inside. "Is the water good?" asked the goat. "Finest in the country," said the cunning fox. "Jump in and drink some." The goat jumped in and began to drink the water without paying any attention to the fox. The fox quickly jumped on the goat's back and leaped out of the well. The goat, realizing what trouble he had got into, begged the fox to help him out. "You foolish fellow. You should have thought of a way out before you jumped in," said the fox and ran away. Moral of the story: look before you leap. Think before you take any decision. The Honest Woodcutter. A poor woodcutter was cutting a tree near a lake. His axe slipped from his hands and fell in the water. He couldn't get his axe back, so he started crying. A water spirit appeared from the lake and asked the woodcutter about his problem. The woodcutter told him about his axe. The spirit went inside the lake and came up with a golden axe. "Is this your axe?" he asked. The woodcutter replied, "No, it isn't." He dived again and came out with a silver axe. "Is this your axe?" he asked. The woodcutter replied, "No, it is not mine." The water spirit again went inside and came out with the woodcutter's iron axe. The woodcutter was really happy to see his own axe. "Yes, this is my axe," he said. The spirit was very pleased with the woodcutter's honesty. He gave the woodcutter all 3 axes as a reward. The woodcutter returned home and told his neighbors about what had happened. One of them was greedy and wanted the gold and silver axes. The next day, the greedy neighbor went to the same lake and threw his axe in the lake. The water spirit appeared from the lake holding a golden axe. He asked the man whether that axe was his. The woodcutter couldn't control his greed and said, "Yes, this is my axe." The spirit knew he was lying. He took the golden axe and vanished inside the water. The greedy man lost his only axe. He had learned his lesson. Moral of the story: honesty is the best policy.